Hey, what is up, everyone? Just dropping in super quick to record a Money Mondays. This is a little bit of a different one. There's going to be no presentation today. I'm just going to speak on something which is super interesting, a little bit of a thought experiment. Here's what I want everybody to do. Think about the last time that you went on holidays. When was it? Now, it might have been recently, it might have been not so recently, or it might have been a long time ago, but chances are that you've been on holiday at some point in your life. Think about the time and effort that you put into that holiday because it was a special trip. You'd spent money on it. You wanted to make sure that it was cool. You wanted to make sure that you were going to have fun. You wanted to make sure that it was going to be memorable. Of course, who wouldn't do that? So you probably spent time researching activities, nice hotels, cool Airbnbs, researching some local places to go, not just the tourist traps, time and effort so that you could have a good time and enjoyable experience. And chances are you spend a good few hours doing that because we all do, because we're excited. It's something that we're looking forward to and it's going to be fun. Now, think about how many holidays you've been on your life. Think about how much time you've cumulatively spent doing that. And chances are it's a fair bit. Now, think about it. Holidays are important, but it's not a life or death scenario. It's not like we're going to struggle without them. They're a nice luxury. They're a bonus. When was the last time that you sat down and you thought about your financial future? When was the last time that you sat down and created a financial plan? When was the last time you thought about this? Think about all the time we've cumulatively spent planning holidays, but think about how much time in likelihood that we spent planning our finances, the thing that's actually going to secure our well-being when we're older. If we don't take this into our own hands, if we don't do this, then what it means is the future that happens to us by default, the future that happens to us if we don't do anything, that default future occurs to us. And effectively what we've done is, wittingly or unwittingly, whether we intend to or not, we've outsourced our financial future. Chances are we've outsourced it to the government to a degree, if we haven't thought about it. Would that be the same government we spend a lot of time bashing when we watch the news, a lot of the time railing and hating on? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not someone who bashes on the government a lot myself. I'm not saying that we should, but all I'm saying is that we do, okay? They've got a hard job. They've got a lot of things to consider. All I'm saying is that we do. It's actually a little bit of a paradox if we spend all our time doing that, or at least even a little bit of our time, but then also by default, by proxy, delegate our financial future to them. That is a total paradox. That makes no sense. And remember, it's not like it has to take a long time. Chances are you've spent more time planning your holidays than your financial future. How crazy is that? Which one has got so much more importance? Which one is so much more imperative to our happiness in old age? Do yourself a favor and begin to think about these things today. If we don't do this, it's the future. It's not our future that we want that happens to us. It's the future that happens by default. Most people go through their life in a daydream, meandering and wandering, especially when it comes to their finances. And it's very easy to continue doing that because everybody does. Because humans are very reactionary, short-term happiness creatures. We have to look beyond that. We have to bust out of our natural instincts. We have to begin to think about how we can make a vow to ourselves by promising to understand finance and financial freedom and creating a financial plan. It's a vow to ourselves, an older version of ourselves, to allow us to have a happy life. And the thing about it is, when it's happened, it's already too late. Food for thought.